Okay, so thanks very much everyone for joining us for this pre-match press conference today ahead of India versus New Zealand tomorrow. We're joined by Trent Boult of New Zealand. Thanks very much for your time, Trent. As most of you all know, we are running these press conferences via Zoom exclusively. So if you do have a question, please can I ask you to show your hand on the platform? That can be found by clicking the reactions button at the bottom of your screen. I'll now transfer over to Willie at New Zealand Cricket, who will be able to select questions to be posed to Trent. Over to you, Willie.
Thanks, Callum. Hey, Bolty, can you hear me there okay?
Yeah, all good, Willie.
All good. All right, I'll ask you one to open up and then I'll pass it across to the media online. So I'll just write your name in the chat if your question is next. But I suppose firstly, Bolty, can you give us a sense of the feeling in camp ahead of the second game of the World Cup against India on Sunday night?
Yeah, the boys are pretty upbeat, excited at the chance to take on India tomorrow night. Yeah, not the best start for us against Pakistan, who obviously playing some very good cricket at the moment. But now the boys are excited and looking forward to the challenge that India brings.
Andy V, you can start.
Hi Trent, it's Andrew Vorman from Stuff Back Home. Hope you're doing all right. We've obviously seen a lot of successful chases so far in this tournament. If you end up having to defend a total against India, what's going to be the key to sort of breaking that trend?
Yeah, whatever we do first, I think we need to do it extremely well. India brings a lot of challenges, quality batting lineup, but with the ball, I think we just need to be clear with our options on how to shut these guys down and obviously give them the bigger chase as possible. But it's going to be a good challenge. Our first game at Dubai, but the wicket looks pretty good there, and really looking forward to taking them on.
Hi Bolt, this is Boydurja from ANI here. There's been a lot of talk about you and Rohit Sharma, IPL, and then of course the left arm in swing coming into him. But of course, I mean, now that there's been so much of talk about that, and also KL Rahul doing so well, what is the plan B for Trent Boult if not that in swinger?
I suppose it depends when I get the ball. I'm not too sure what the plan is with what overs certain bowlers are bowling, but yeah, I thought the way Shaheen bowled the other night was, from a left armour watching on, I thought it was amazing. But yeah, there's quality batsmen in that Indian lineup. Early wickets are definitely the focus for us as a bowling group. But we just need to be nice and clear and nice and accurate on where we're trying to put the ball. But hopefully, from my point of view, it swings around a little bit and I can mirror what Shaheen did the other night.
Rohit, next. Timely. Okay, Rohit might not be there. Rasesh from HT, do you want to go next?
Trent, Pakistan came in with a fair amount of pace. That's been one of their strengths. How differently is the team preparing for India's bowling attack, and what do you make of what they offer?
Yeah, much of the same in a way. The bowlers bring a lot of pressure, a lot of accuracy. The batting unit definitely hungry to put on a decent score and really put some pressure on the opposition. But the way Pakistan have gone about their business in this tournament so far, obviously playing some great cricket and have really set the tone. So we haven't played too much cricket in the tournament as yet, but the boys are just very excited to get out there and get our campaign off to a good start.
Hi, Trent. This is Shamik from Indian Express. On a lighter note, Trent, I mean, how New Zealand have managed to stay this arguably the second most favorite team for every Indian after giving India so much hurt. 2019 World Cup semi-final followed by the World Test Championship final. But still, New Zealand remain probably the second most favorite team almost for every Indian. So is it the dignity? Is it your team culture, the dignity with which you play your cricket?
I think firstly, when it comes to these world events, playing India is always an exciting match. So the fans and the audience that comes with it is is very exciting. And of course, as players, we want to take on the best players and really showcase our skills, etc. So we've had some good memories. We're really excited about tomorrow night, and in terms of the style of cricket that we play. And I suppose we try to go out there, play it in the right spirits, and play with a smile on our face, and really look to enjoy the game is probably the byproduct of the fans we get around the world. But we're very excited about the stage we'll be on tomorrow night, and hopefully we can upset, and get our campaign off into the winning form, and carry on through this tournament. But yeah, hopefully it's a good one.
Hey Trent, this is Deva from Cricinfo. So I was just wondering if there's any latest update on Guppy after he took the blow last game.
Gup is pretty good. He trained fully yesterday, and didn't see too many issues with him. So no, he's definitely a big piece of the puzzle for us at the top of the innings. So yeah, from what I know, he's good to go.
Rohit, are you there? Otherwise, we can go to...
Yeah, yes. Hi, Trent. I just want to ask that everyone is talking about this game as a virtual knockout. How you guys are thinking about this one against India?
Well, every game is such a big game. We've had a few lay days in between games already, but we're just excited to get out there. Definitely want to get a tick in the win column for us. But it's... all games are a big one, but he's hoping we can really go out there and put together the things that we've been trying to, and get our tournament off to a good start.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Sudarshanan from Free Press Journal. How do you think New Zealand and India have played each other quite a lot recently? The World Test Championship final, the IPL as well. How does that stack up, you think, ahead of this fixture?
Yeah, like I touched on before, there's always a lot of excitement that comes with playing India, and we've probably enjoyed some success over them over the last few years, I suppose, on these ICC tournaments. But it definitely doesn't mean we're going to treat them lightly or anything like that. It's a big game for both teams, and we're just I'm sure both looking forward to putting on a good show.
Nataraj, I've just put your name in the chat there. You might not be there. We'll go to Abhishek if Nataraj is not there. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me? Nataraj here. Can you hear me?
You're both on the same time. Nataraj, you go first, and then Abhishek next.
Fine. Trent, hi. Thank you so much for speaking with us. How do you see the prospects of your team in the next match? I mean, do you believe that New Zealand has an extra edge when it comes to 2020 against India, or do you have to believe that IPL has given, particularly in UAE, has given India an extra edge?
I wouldn't say we have an extra edge. I think both sides are stacked with quality players. In terms of our team, we're definitely excited about the opportunity that lies ahead for us. A few guys have been here playing IPL in the UAE, and obviously have relationships and have played a lot of these Indian guys a lot. So he's hoping we can put it all together tomorrow afternoon, and get our ball rolling.
Hi, Trent. You've played a fair bit on these grounds during the IPL and for New Zealand as well. So in terms of what they offer to fast bowlers, how do you contrast Abu Dhabi and Dubai?
I think the conditions here are a big challenge, to be honest. They can change drastically across the many weeks that we've been here. But in terms of our side, and I suppose the tools we have in our shed is a lot of experience, guys that can perform on certain wickets, and we feel confident that we have the skills to beat India tomorrow night. But it's definitely a big challenge, definitely unusual, foreign conditions to what we're used to back home. But that's the joy of international cricket and World Cup cricket. It's about testing yourself on numerous conditions. So no, he's hoping we go well tomorrow
night. Good afternoon, Trent. My question for you is that in UAE, we have seen the trend that that people who are chasing, who are bowling second, they're having a due condition. They are being affected by due as well. So, are there any specific preparations by your team and you on how to counter due if you get to bowl second?
Well, it's a good question. I suppose it's a hard one to understand how much dew is going to come in, but from the one game we've experienced so far, there hasn't been too much of it. The overhead conditions have cooled down a lot nicely. So you just got to, I suppose, take your time and make sure you got a good grip on the ball and just be as accurate as you can. But it's going to be an exciting game, and hopefully some good cricket is played, and it's a nice, entertaining match for everyone watching.
Okay, I'm not sure Rohit is there. Just one final one from me, Trent. Obviously, being in the bio bubble, a lot of time is spent on the team floor. Can you give us an idea of the sort of activities and in particular the table tennis where you seem to be spending quite a bit of time?
Yeah, as you can imagine, there's not a lot to do, but the boys are in good spirits. A couple of good table tennis competitions. The guitar's been out a bit and a bit of singing. I don't have it here for you today, unfortunately, Willie, but the boys are just ticking along. We've had a few lay days in between games, and I think that the second half of our tournament is going to happen quite quickly. So we're looking forward to getting involved, and we can't wait for tomorrow night.
That's good stuff, mate. And who's been rolling the table tennis court in your opinion?
Can I say Gary Stead, the head coach? I don't want to, sound too eager, but no, he's a good player, and closely followed by Cole Jameson, good player.
All right, I think you're forgetting me there, but that's all good. I think unless Callum has anything from the ICC studio, we can probably wrap that up.
All good from me. Thanks very much for your time, guys. Appreciate it.
Cheers, guys.
Cool. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Trent.